Oh, that scared the shit out of me.
So this pistol is a gigantic meme. And I think for that reason, it's pretty much, I don't know, if it's misunderstood. I don't know. People have a lot of misconceptions about this thing. And of all the shit I see about them online, very little of it is actually like consistent shooting of this thing. Nobody who has these really shoots them. Go ahead, I don't let me say that. It's kind of just like a funny toy. You get your skinny girlfriend who's never shot a gun before, and then film her hitting herself in the face after firing one round with this thing. So I'm just going to talk about it from the standpoint of somebody who's put a decent number of rounds, I would say, for a Desert Eagle owner through it. Why does this pistol exist? I don't care. Make up a reason. This one is in 50 Action Express, and since purchasing it in 2017, I bulk ordered Armscore 300 grain. I put the 1,200 rounds of that I had through it, and then I'm going to say conservatively about 10 boxes of Hornady. I think it's 350 grain. They're like a little XTP defensive, hollow point, whatever. So I have, for a Desert Eagle owner, a decent number of rounds on that. Granted, that's from 2016, 2017 to now. You know, it's 2020, almost 2024. So it's like minimum of 6 years. So really not a lot when you think about it. In the grand scheme of Desert Eagles, I think that's a lot. Hammer fired, single action only. Feels like it has a shotgun trigger. That's cool. Shotguns usually have all right triggers. They're kind of like AKs, where we don't really think about it, but they do. Fixed barrel, gas operated, rotating bolt. It kind of looks like an AK bolt. You see a little piston in there. Cool. It's piston operated. Just a piston gun. Wow. So that is kind of neat, because unlike a revolver that's sort of like a large bore high velocity, or a delayed blowback gun, it actually doesn't have terrible recoil. It has a lot of muzzle flip, I would say, and it's very concussive. You can feel it in your sinuses and your chest and stuff when you shoot it, but it's not like unmanageable recoil. It's weird. It's a very slow, heavy push. You know, like 357 Magnum revolver, where you're like, oh, that fucking sucked. I didn't enjoy that. This is a heavy gun and it hurts to shoot on this gun. The beaver tail is like, I think it's fine. I don't think it's a beaver tail, but when the gun recoils, something like, I think the slide serrations right about here sometimes always cut my like knuckle on top of my thumb here, like my first knuckle. I don't know, get over it. It's funny. Wear a glove. I don't care. It kind of bugs me, but you know, I mean, look at this fucking thing. This is the Mark whatever. It's the US produced one. I think these are supposed to be more reliable than the Israeli IWI whatever produced ones. I don't think there are any more produced in Israel. They haven't been in a while. Car Arms owns Magnum Research now. They produce them in, it probably says somewhere, Pillager, Minnesota. Cool. I know this isn't the newest of the new. The new ones, I think, have this sort of like axe beard going on the safety here. And theoretically, it should be easier to use. It's like checkered too. This one is not. I have like 9-year-old girl hands, and I can't reach it. I have friends with larger hands that own Desert Eagles. Everybody pretty much does the safety hard to get to, but it does look cool, and that's kind of like 2/3 of the point of this gun, right? Steel frame, kind of Hogue style wraparound grips, neat, whatever. Okay, you see down to, but it's got like polygonal rifling, that's neat. Unmistakable silhouette, right? Mine has a 1913 rail. I don't really care for that. Smooth on the front. You got the wraparound grip on the back. Big old easy to reach slide release, so that's neat. I'm a lefty. I just do one of these numbers with it usually. Your sights are good, like matte black, like Target style sights. I'm not gonna be able to, there you go. Screenshot that. It's easy to make hits with, it really is. You have like a fucking Krinkov sight radius, which is cool for a pistol. Once you can kind of get over it with the recoil, you can hit things fairly easily. It's definitely an accurate gun. The trigger's not, it's fucking weird, man. It's like mush, and then there's like kind of a wall. You're like, is that what the, and then it goes off. And the reset is pretty short. The trigger's thoroughly surprising, which I think is a good thing on a gun like this, and a good thing in general, because it prevents you from flinching. You're gonna have a flinch response with this. If I go like a quarter without shooting it, or a couple of months, whatever, or longer, I flinch even worse than usual with this thing. Mine's stainless. It's rusting because I left it in the back of my truck for like a summer. Flared magazine well. That's pretty cool. I'm going to talk about the magazines because they are the biggest shortcoming of this gun. So you have a single stack magazine, holds 7 rounds, at least for the 50. I think it holds like 9 for the 357. I don't know what 44 holds. This has like 14 parts, which are 27 parts or something, which is just fucking way too many for a single stack magazine, in my opinion. They bind up if they're not clean. Cool, most magazines will do that. They have this like goofy little pin thing is what activates the slide stop. And I know on this magazine, this is a blued one, it doesn't really lock the slide up. So that's kind of weird, disappointing. I would say like almost all of this gun's like perceived shortcomings come from this. I wish there was better magazines. I have like maybe 5 of these, 4 of these, and then I have a Pro Mag one. The Pro Mag one literally has never fed a round into my gun. That thing's a piece of shit. Don't buy them. Ball out on the shitty $50 ones that kind of work from Magnum Research. Let me talk about now the reliability of this gun. Okay, so again, I think these have a break-in period. And I know we have this thing where we like to pretend, oh, the fucking gun shouldn't have to break in, and the fucking, oh, I'm gonna bet my life. Yeah, man, it's a 50 caliber gas operated handgun, and it weighs like more than a human baby. It's probably gonna have a break-in period. It's kind of doing a lot. Shoot it. Shoot the gun if you want it to work. After I shot it a bunch and kind of got through the honeymoon meme phase with it, it's actually been pretty reliable. I will say, right team, there is one sort of persistent malfunction that I see with these that isn't magazine related, or maybe it is, I don't know. There's a malfunction I see, especially with people who aren't me that are shooting it, or certain shooters. It seems like, because we kind of pass this thing around, I mean, why not, right? I had a shitload of ammo for it over the years, so I mean, it's always fun to just go rip with it. But the malfunction looks like this. You fire the gun, it goes off, the slide cycles, and then the slide sticks right about here. It's almost like it runs out of spring tension and relies on inertia to close all the way. And it just, if people grip it too hard or they don't grip it enough, something goes wrong in the Rube Goldberg shit that's going on here that prevents it from going all the way into battery. The fix for the malfunction looks like this, or literally just pressing your thumb on it. Again, I'm not certain what causes that. I think it's like, so I have this Benelli M2. If I death grip it with certain loads of birdshot, it'll malfunction. And then if I ease off a little bit, it works fine. And then if I limp dick it, it'll malfunction again. I think it has something to do with inertia. I can barely count. So I'll leave that to people who know what they're talking about. I just shoot the gun and make it go bang and report my observations. How do I carry this? I have carried it. I lived in Fayetteville, North Carolina for a while, and so I carried this for fun. So this, safety, tough, right? You can go through, really, you can have 8-inch long thumbs, or you can do the scariest and most agonizing decocking procedure of your life, where you go ahead and you just and then you find your decock and you and that's how I carry it. Come out, cock it. I mean, what else is there to say? It's been reliable enough for me. I can generally tell when it's going to malfunction. The fit and finish on these is like 85%. You have really cool shit like this scallop dug out of the front, so you always have a shadow on your front sight there. You know, grooves or lines or whatever you want, chamfering something on the trigger, so you kind of have like a consistent, your fingers not slipping or anything like that. You have scallops cut out behind the trigger guard here. All the controls feel really good and sturdy. And then you have shit like, there's a seam on my hammer. Weird. That's like having a seam on the front of your fucking car. That's the part you look at. So that's a little strange. There's not like machining marks on this thing. All the inside looks, and you're not gonna fucking, it's all dirty because I'm a bad person. It's not cleaning your guns is not cool, and I'll die on that hill. I'm just a bad person, and I don't clean my guns like I should. I mean, everything, there's not like crazy wear. I haven't had to replace any parts. Every time I do clean this thing, everything looks like basically brand new. It's great. The slide fits awesome. It's not sloppy. Your barrel has like 1/10 of a millimeter of play when your slide's back. I don't care. It's a hell of a lot less than a Browning action. Yeah, like the finishes are awesome. You have like this subtle bead blasting going on here, and then between the slide serrations, which are awesome. They're super grippy. That's tits. You have a diesel firing pin. It disassembles kind of cool. Yeah. So I think most people are like, it's unreliable, it's stupid. I don't think they're unreliable if you treat them right. Whether or not it's stupid, I don't know, the jury's still out. I would feel confident going into any sort of like dangerous game scenario with one of these. I wouldn't be like, oh fuck, I got a piece of shit. I would never fucking, I better get on Reddit and fucking talk shit about how I felt scared. No, I mean, I think I actually did, I did do the math hard. I think it actually has at the muzzle, about the same muzzle energy as a 7.62 by 39 coming out of a 16-inch barrel with like hot, spicy loads. So a lot of muzzle energy. You're gonna kill whatever you're shooting with it. Cool. So yeah, if I had to go shoot like a fucking bear with this or something, I'd want a rifle, but I wouldn't be angry if I had this. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's kind of exceeded my expectations over the years. I wanted one because I thought they looked cool. I mean, definitely, if you have a tiny penis, maybe your ex-wife got custody of the kids, you play video games, you know, this is a perfect gun for you. I fucking adore this thing. This is the most fun I have shooting a pistol, like, by far. I can't think of a pistol I enjoy shooting more than this. It's expensive to shoot, but man, is it a cool experience. But yeah, anyway, long story short, I'm a guy with a cell phone. I feel like I shot this enough to have a qualified opinion on it. Sort of high experience, low proficiency, but it's a blast. I don't know. That's kind of my experience with the Desert Eagle. I'm gonna hang on to it forever. This thing's a fucking beast. Again, guy with a cell phone. I don't got audio equipment or whatever, so stop whining about that. Anyway, yeah. Desert Eagle, cool, tits, Call of Duty, whatever.